All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. Top Rank and ESPN are doing a serious flop. They're doing a great imitation of HBO Boxing when HBO Boxing went out of business. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Also, I want to thank you guys so very much for supporting the live streams. Thank you for supporting with your super chats and with the Cash App. Also, thank you to everybody over there on the Patreon community. We got a new Patreon up for you. We put up yesterday. Please go check it out. It's there for you. I think that it'd be very, very valuable and helpful information in your life. Now, good fight on ESPN this weekend. Beterbiev fought Alexander Wojciech. I'm not sure how you pronounce that guy's name. I've been killing it, but very good fight. Unification fight at 175 pounds. Beterbiev wins by knockout in a relatively competitive fight. ESPN had Tyson Fury there and Vasily Lomachenko there. You know, the other guys that they're pushing as being the biggest stars in boxing. You know, the pound for pound king of boxing, and the heavyweight, the guy that sits atop the most important division in boxing, and you know, the record-setting match where the first time ever two undefeated 175-pound champions unify the belt. Blah, 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 blah. And it flopped. 635,000 people watched that fight. That is like a decent Showtime fight. Showtime. ESPN is in the homes of what, 30 plus million people in the United States? It comes with every cable package in the United States. Everybody has ESPN. Anybody that wants to see ESPN that has a television and has cable has ESPN and could turn that fight on. So every hardcore boxing fan, pretty much, and every casual boxing fan in the United States had the ability to watch that fight if they wanted to watch that fight. And 635,000 of them chose to do so. Compare that to a fight that took place with Mikey Garcia. And who did Mikey Garcia fought? Adrian Bronner on Showtime. Showtime has less than 1/10 of the numbers of subscribers that watch Showtime as watch ESPN, and it did better numbers. And ESPN is absolutely getting mashed by Fox. Fox, a fight that, you know, if you listen to ESPN, meant nothing. I mean, you had Josecito Lopez, who had lost before. You know, no big deal. Wasn't a unification fight. It wasn't a historical unification fight between Keith Thurman and Josecito Lopez. Wasn't nothing historical about it. Right? It was just a guy that had been off for a long time. And Keith Thurman, one of 4 champions, not a particularly, you know, he's a black guy, so you know he doesn't sell. Right? Against Josecito Lopez, pretty much at this point in his career, you know, a gatekeeper, you know, just out for a fight or for a return fight from a guy that doesn't sell, who had never been on pay-per-view, all of that. You know, the guys that don't sell. When they fought, they did over 2 million people watched on Fox. Now, everybody that has Fox has ESPN. Why, with all this historical circumstance around a fight on ESPN that all of the, you know, us hardcore boxing fans knew about, why would twice as many people watch Keith Thurman fight Josecito Lopez as watch Beterbiev and Wojciech fight? Why? The answer to that question, I think you could find in the difference between the two channels, ESPN and Fox. We've seen this. Where have we seen this dynamic before? Showtime and HBO. Showtime and HBO. Because HBO is literally, ESPN is doing damn near exactly what Showtime, what HBO did before HBO went out of business. The fighters that are covering the fights, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, both HBO fighters. The sole promotional outfit for ESPN Boxing is a promotional outfit that was for years one of the primary contributors to who? HBO Boxing. HBO Boxing's decline began when they started doing things like not promoting American fighters and intending to try to sell fight fans in the United States fighters that are not from the United States. With HBO, it was Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. And then towards the later days, they even dropped down and started trying to promote these itty bitty fighters. And actually were very good cards, though. I gotta say, Superfly 1, Superfly 2, right? Saul Roy Versailles and Estrada and all those type of guys, but very few people wanted to watch it. But on the other hand, you had a network in Showtime who had significantly fewer viewers than HBO literally start outdoing them in their viewership because they were promoting people like Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and Mikey Garcia when he signed with the PBC. They started pushing American fighters, Mexican fighters, Black American fighters. Now Fox has Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is doing well, who's just a European American fighter. And these numbers and these fights are doing much better numbers than ESPN's numbers are doing. Or Showtime at the time started doing much better numbers than HBO. And HBO eventually said they would rather invent money in breast, and somebody said on Twitter, tits and dragons, right, than boxing. In this once great center of boxing, HBO, HBO is no longer in the business. ESPN pretty much takes their fighters, takes their business model, except for now they're actually one-upping HBO and starting to just put patently untrue statements out there, like Tyson Fury is at the top of the heavyweight division, trying to sell some lineal nonsense, putting out there that Vasily Lomachenko is an undefeated fighter. That nonsense. ESPN is following the lead of Bob Arum, just like HBO was following the lead of Bob Arum and De La Hoya, and they're crashing. Fox, on the other hand, is doing the same thing. They're basically stealing through cooperation, however you want to do it, taking what HBO did, taking what Showtime did, amping it up and getting even better numbers than Showtime was getting. You have multiple successful pay-per-views. Now, here's the thing. Pay-per-view is not dying. Traditional promotion is dying. Pay-per-view is not dying. Traditional promoters are dying. Bob Arum is trying to sell you a product that he thinks you want, and it's not working. Vasily Lomachenko, the viewership on Sky, the pay-per-view on Sky for Vasily Lomachenko, and in Europe with him in Luke Campbell, it flopped. It flopped. It actually was the second flop in a row for Matchroom over there on Sky Sports, on Sky Sports pay-per-view. Lomachenko doesn't do exceptional numbers in the United States. And I do believe that is why they're forced to go so overboard in trying to promote him. Tyson Fury gave away more tickets than he sold in Las Vegas. He's fighting in an arena that has 20,000 people in it, and he sold 3,000 tickets for it. His promotion, his name recognition is so low that they have to go put him off first of all, lie about him making $15 million going over there to the WWE, as if he's going to get more money as if he's going to get more money for a WWE fight than The Rock got for going back to the WWE. The Rock is a worldwide movie star who came from not the UFC, the WWE, excuse me, came from the WWE, and we're supposed to believe because of this promotional nonsense lie these guys are telling that he's getting more money than The Rock? Get out of here. Anyway, it is what it is. Enjoy your job while you got it, man. Well, you know, Andre Ward will get a job somewhere else. These guys will get jobs somewhere else. But hey, man, if ESPN doesn't change, they're going to wind up going the same way that HBO did. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. With that, I'm out. Peace.